Hi, my name is Louis Brantmeyer. I am one of the founding members of Clever Orbits, and I'm here to talk to you today about Black Mirror Season 4, Episode 1, USS Callister. I just finished watching it. It was feature length, about an hour and 14 minutes on Netflix. Just came out today. And I'm enraptured by that feeling of, I just saw this movie and I want to talk to somebody about it because it's really good. I give it an A-. I'm sure there were things that could have been improved. My default for a really good thing is an A- if I haven't been terribly critical about what can be fixed about it. I also tend not to focus on the negative, because if I'm going to do something, I'm going to enjoy it, and if I'm going to have done something, I'm going to post-haste interpret it as something valuable to me, unless it was just a complete abject failure, in which case it's a failure in the art and not in my experience, and my experience will still be redeemed. You may be noticing a couple things going on here. I'm wearing the shirt worn by Starfleet officers in the USS Discovery. The episode Lethe with Shaniqua Martin Green and the redhead who's her kind of protege, where they exercise. This is that shirt. My dearly beloved brother Tyler, who will be watching this, hello brother, is the source of this amazing shirt. And the poster behind me is for the Kelvin Timeline New Trek May 9th, 2009 release of that Star Trek film, which was really awesome. So, spoiler alert, I'm just going to talk about this episode because it's fun, and because I love it, and because it's exciting and interesting. It's a great homage to Star Trek, but it's at an askew angle. It's like, what if Star Trek were created by a misogynist madman, sociopath, who existed in our near future as part of the administration for a corporation creating artificial intelligence, immersive VR, MMORPGs, and a whole interesting realm of software and hardware for implementing those. So basically that's where we start, right? We start with an experience of really well done Star Trek homage. In fact, the ship is called USS Callister. They are part of something called the Federation. It's a really interesting circumstance, right? Because you have the Orville blithely, just without reserve, mimicking most of the aspects of Star Trek on Fox, which, okay, so CBS and Paramount own Star Trek. Paramount the movies, CBS the TV show. And there has arisen in the past several years this democratization of the elements of the memeplex, the complex of elements and ideas and tropes, characterizations, plot expectations from Star Trek, like it's been distributed and shared. You see this in Star Trek Continues, Star Trek New Voyages, Star Trek Prelude to Axanar, before Paramount put the axe on Axanar and stopped the larger film from being made. As luck would have it, the people who were creating Axanar were profiting on it, which Paramount didn't like, didn't want. And also, that film was supposed to cover roughly the same span of time that the new Star Trek Discovery series is covering, the Klingon War. So I understand why Paramount did what it did, and that's not something really to be discussed here. In any case, what happens in this series is you have people with... So, okay, let me go back to Orville real quick. Orville mimics and does homage, but differentiates itself by its tone. It's kind of flippant, kind of humorous, but also kind of sci-fi serious and dramatic. So there's that mix that makes it interesting, that makes it unique, that makes it no longer just a mere copy to be sued for plagiarization. Now, what Black Mirror does, it walks kind of the tightrope line of wanting really to honor the legacy of Star Trek. So it starts with Space Fleet, which is just kind of a crummy ripoff